Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod we have this gun, kinda? The Archimedes 2. So this is, as it said on the side there, right on like the magazine looking spot, it says Archimedes 2 Finder Orbital Targeting System. So this causes, it can cause in an orbital airstrike. It can do some other things too. This gun can do lots of stuff, okay? This is going to be a long video, you guys prepare your butts. But the Archimedes 2 here, what it does is it calls in orbital strikes. We could do that. That's an option. We'll show off some of the options here. This is going to be something that I need to make sure I'm prepared for. So we want to unequip the gun, then re-equip the gun. We want Orbital Designator. That's the first mode. You can you unequip the gun and re-equip the gun. You will see this as options. All right. So what we want to do here, the gun should be out. It should automatically equip the type of ammo you need. It does some weird stuff sometimes. Let's just retry that. I do not understand why it's not working right now. Okay, let's start with some of the other modes. Alright, so we have the flare charger. So this is obviously like a charge beam mode. I have a ton of ammo for this. So this shoots a beam. Orbital strike beam. This is one of the modes. Right? Literally lighting things on fire. There's another mode that I can get to work really easy. And then just the automatic version of that. We're going to reload it here real quick. And then you just kind of literally melt things with a laser, okay, with an orbital strike laser. I've got this call down to work before. Oh, there you go. You have to aim down sight. I was messing that up, but you see it charges up. I don't know why it's not. As you see, it's charging. I'm getting my targeter, but it's not going off for some reason. Why aren't you going off? That is strange. I'll figure it out in a second. Let's take a look at the customization we could do with this weapon, because there's a lot of stuff you could do even just at the weapon workbench. Changing firing mode does that. We're going to get the orbital strike to work. I've had it to work. It's doing some weird things for me right now. So, obviously you could change it in here too. Orbital designation. We got the orbital safety override. We'll do that too. But we can put like a grip on here. It doesn't actually change anything. It's just like what the gun looks like. You can change the perk so it gets a buff from whatever one you want. I guess the gunslinger perk makes it have more range because the gunslinger perk obviously does buff range as a pistol thing. So we might as well just do that. You can put a sight on there. Put a reflex sight, I guess, on there. It's a thing. You can put an extended barrel. A heat sink is required for dissipator mode. Okay, so we'll equip that, I guess. You can change the targeting time so it could take it 3 seconds. It's less accurate though. And then I guess the cooldown is 10 minutes. Alright, so that's the deal. The cooldown was set to 24 hours of in-game time, so we have to wait a little while to get that going. And you can put skins on there, green, blue, all different kinds of stuff. If that's what you're into, like Santa's Little Helper, a Christmas skin, for Christmas time. If you're into that kind of thing. So the cooldown should be a lot less now. So we should be able to call in an orbital strike. As you see, in first person, the weapon looks very strange. Like you don't actually get to see the weapon very much. But yeah, it should be calling down. "24 airstrikes." Orbital strike power. Alright, like that's fucking banana. I use all my ammo for it. Which gives me a good chance to talk to you about how do you craft the weapon itself. We got 40 seconds to wait in here before we can shoot that orbital strike thing off again. So you go to the chemistry station, you go to the bottom category because it's X, Archimedes 2, because it's alphabetically organized. You craft the gun here. The finder, you do need 1 science, but that's like super easy to get. And then you also can craft the ammo here, the solar coals, which is just you trade for 1 fusion core. And then depending on how much of these you craft, I have like a fuck ton of fusion cores because I crafted the bunch. I gave myself a bunch of them. I gave myself a bunch of them. Anyway, craft a bunch of ammo for it. What we'll do, and as you see, you can change the firing mode. We're going to do the call down, but not the crazy call down. The crazy call down thing is like multiple strikes at once. I don't think it's going to work. I don't know if it's been 40 seconds yet. Is it working? No. We have to wait a little longer. Alright, well let's just show off some of the other modes again. So obviously, the charge mode, we still have. Reminder, you reload that. Got like a 300 rounds. So like depending on what kind of firing mode, and depends on how many rounds those fusion cores and stuff get you to. I think there's 5 shots of this. I don't. Does it tell me the damage here? Yeah, 525 damage is pretty fucking banana nuts. So I have 326 cores in that mode. But see, if you go to auto, I have 3,260 because it's gonna blow away. But it does only 90. What is it? 96 damage in this mode. 94 damage with my max upper. And you see, it doesn't aim in first person. Like, I don't know how to get this to work. I don't know if this is an issue that I'm having or if it's just an issue with the gun. But it literally will not fire in first person. It's a third person only thing. Which is weird. I don't know why that is, but that is like a one issue with the gun. Obviously, the main function where you call down an airstrike, you don't need, it doesn't matter. Or an orbital strike. Has it not been 40 seconds? Is the cooldown different now? Is it because I changed the mode? I'm going to check this. Because like, this is some work that you guys going to want to see, right? This is some due diligence you got to do on these kind of things sometimes. So let me go to my weapon workbench here. So, is it still? Cooldown is 10 minutes of in-game time. 40 seconds. It should be default time scale. 40 seconds. Why is it not calling in an airstrike? It should be had been 40 seconds, right? It's not. This one's not calling in one. The gun's loaded. It does some weird things, but it's not calling in an airstrike. Well, what I'll do, guys, I'm going to wait a little bit of time on my bench here. We'll just pop a sit. I mean, this should count, right? You just wait like an hour in game time. I'm not sure, because like I said, the first time I shot it, it just worked. But maybe it is a cooldown issue. Maybe it's not a cooldown issue. And there's just an issue with the weapon. I'm not sure what it could be or what the deal is. I don't know why the first person stuff is not working. Is this going to work? No, for some reason the cooldown mode is not working. Like, it sounds like it wants to charge, but it's not charging. I mean, we could show again. Because, like, the orbital strike thing is just this. But this is the pimped out version of this. Obviously, you have 32. This is 1 cell apiece. We'll just call in, like, 3 airstrikes down there. Boom, boom, boom. This is a better mode anyway. But it uses a lot of ammo, but you're, like, wrecked. I mean, you can do 1 at a time with this, too. This, see, now... Oh, no, it's doing it. You could call in a bunch. You could try to call in 1, because it's kind of like the full auto orbital strike, which is a banana nuts thing that even exists at all. Just like try to do 1 at a time. That was 2, I think. It's not. I was trying, you guys. It's full auto. It's essentially the idea of the first one, but I don't know why the first one's not working for me. I also don't know why the weapon doesn't work in first person. I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to, and I'm like doing something wrong, or if it's just like this is not a first-person weapon. It just seems weird. This maybe just be a bug, right? Maybe it's just a particular bug. There's a car here, though. That needs to die. That's like, what, 2? Right? I mean, that's the fucking bee's knees of fucking dope shit. I'm gonna put the charge mode on it. Like, this is like my preferred mode. Like, your single shot, kind of like rifleman build. Extreme laser of death. I guess we could go find some stuff to kill with it, right? And I'll see you guys when we get there. We'll switch modes on the fly, too. We'll do some crazy stuff, okay? I'll see you when we get there. As you see, it's not shooting in first person, but shooting in third person, it seems to work. Does have a little bit of charge up time. But, we're literally frying super moves here. Hey, Suicider Boy, no, please don't. And then we'll, because you can, while we're still here fighting some super mutants, we'll turn it on full auto mode. Just switch things up on the fly. We gotta reload it though. Excuse me, dog. Mutant dog. It still does a lot of damage. 94 may not seem like a lot, but it's like 94 per half a second. It just sucks that it doesn't work in first person. As you see, this is just not doing anything. It's just a weird thing. We're gonna go find some more combat though. And I will test the weapon out some more, like Orbital Strike style. And I'll see you when we get there. We got a Rad Scorpion here who decided that he's going to mess with me today. So he's the one. You are the lucky contestant. Step on down. Come on down. And get yourself Orbital Striked. I have to reload it real quick. Let me Orbital Strike you, though. 1. You just stand right there, bud. Just fucking annihilated him. I don't know, this gun is cool. It's a huge mod file. And it has some issues, right? Because, like, clearly it's not shooting for me in first person. Clearly, if I try to do the regular, like, single strike at a time call down, it's not working for whatever reason. Right? I'm not, it's like it doesn't have juice. I'm not sure why that is, alright? But I mean, it's a cool, just like straight laser shot gun. I mean, remember you have to reload it after the time switch, but you can shoot. Blow up cars. 2 shots? That's not too bad. We blow up that. Just a bunch of fucking noise. Anyway, that's a mod that I have on to change my sounds like that. Obviously auto, and then we obviously have the ultimate mode. And to end the video, I'll call in all 11 of my raining airstrikes over there on the bridge. It's a good time. I think you guys will enjoy it if you download it, even though it has bugs and issues. And hopefully the mod author hopefully sees this video and then, you know, fixes whatever issues I have or can explain to me why I'm having said issues, maybe. Mods are weird. You know, sometimes you get issues. But I still think it's a valuable gun. It's just crazy good. Reminds me of the Gears of War, because you could call it Orbital Strikes in that as well. And it's very much similar. And fun, because it's just fun. It's supposed to be fun. You nuke shit, but with the laser instead of with nukes, you know? So if this seems like something that you're into, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page. You can download this mod for yourselves. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, rating down below. If you're new to my channel and you haven't yet already, please make sure to subscribe so you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever time it may be, and I'll see you in the next episode.